Hi everyone, we are live. This is NOLA VOUT, NOLA Zambia, and she just surprised me by coming to the door. Tell them what you've come to do.
Just a small donation towards trying to get CHELLAH out of jail.
Oh, so
I feel sorry for him. I know what Zambian jails look like.
Yeah. Just tell them a little bit about yourself because they're watching.
Well, I'm an old woman. I was born in Chingola, Zambia, same place as you were. Not a lot to say really, been in the UK since I was 19. Like to go back, but with the current situation I think I'll hang on here a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried about Lily going back now, to be perfectly honest. Somebody might try to pop her off.
Yeah.
But yeah, weather's still horrible here.
Yeah.
That's about it. But I'm a friend of Lily's, so I thought I'd pop this on.
Oh, thank you so much. So
And I'm really pleased that they're trying to do something about the youths in Zambia. That government needs to go. I'm sorry, but it will.
Yeah. And you just surprised me at the door. I wasn't expecting it, so I'm not going to show my face because I'm not even...
Let me just say that this woman is permanently in a dressing gown.
They don't know that I'm always in a dressing gown.
I don't recognise her in clothes.
I'm always in a gown when you visit, but when I'm doing my videos it's different. So you just decided to, pop around. Just explain, because some people
I've been keeping up with the current affairs going on in Zambia. I've been watching what Lily's been doing, and I was very shocked yesterday to see that CHELLAH had been arrested. To be honest, I was half expecting it. I thought they're going to get him for something. And then I saw the appeal last night that you were trying to get him out of jail.
Yeah.
So as I said, I've just brought a small donation.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for the donation. And what would you like to say to the Zambian youths?
The Zambian youth,
Yeah.
rise up, get off your backsides, kick this lot out, and make a life for yourself, because there is a lot of riches in Zambia, and they are stealing it from you.
Yeah.
And it needs somebody with a bit of oomph, like Lily and like I would be. Get off the butt. Don't be frightened, because if you're frightened, you won't get anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Cowards are always frightened of people who stand up for themselves. So you stand up for yourself, they'll back off.
Yeah. And what would you like to say about the mine situation? Because the youths are worried about the mines, like they can't have access to the mines. What would you like to say? And my battery's dying.
I'd like to say buy some more batteries. The mines, basically, as I say, the Chinese are taking them over.
Yeah.
And you've got to stop it, and you've got to stop it now. Those mines belong to you and you alone.
Yeah.
I mean, the colonialists, I apphold my hands up. My father was over there working at that time.
Yeah.
So they were doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
But I never approved of.
Hi everyone, so we are live with NOLA VOUT, NOLA Zambia.
Hi everyone.
She was born and raised in Zambia, and she's amazing. This is if you hear me say I've got a Muzungu friend, this is my only Muzungu friend. So I'm going to be asking her a few questions, and if you want you can also be asking her a few questions. I'm just so pleased that she brought this over, donation for CHELLAH, which was unplanned, and my battery was dying. We didn't plan this, and I realized a lot of you people were watching. So let's go. Let me be asking you a question. So NOLA, you've been watching my videos on my YouTube channel, and obviously you're concerned about what's happening in Zambia.
Very concerned.
What would you comment about the whole situation and how you left Zambia alone?
Right, well, the whole situation was, I was born and brought up in Chingola, Zambia. I was born there in 1954. Stayed there till I was 19. And at the time, Kenneth Kaunda had taken over in 1964. Lovely man, brilliant president. I understand there was problems where he went astray a bit later on, but we'd already come over to the UK. But when it was taken over, there was a lot of white people left, mainly because of education and things. But in all honesty, the place was fine, the youths were fine, everybody was eating, everybody had job opportunities. There was a couple of reasons I came back. I had family over in the UK, to be honest. But when I look at it now, I've been watching videos of Zambia from the UK that people put on just about every night of the week. And I've been pestering my husband, please let's go back to Zambia, please let's go, because I can't get him on an aeroplane. And I would have gone tomorrow, but with all this carry on that's going on with this PF government, I mean, I'm like Lily, I'm not into politics, but I do know what's right and what's wrong. And this PF government, to me, they are totally and utterly corrupt. In my opinion, Zambians, I've always found them to be very, very naive, and they will easily follow something that they think is going to do them good. And I think what's happened in this instance is PF, or whoever they are, have got into power, and I think at the time they've probably promised them the earth, promised them jobs, promised them this, promised them that. But at the end of the day, they've become power crazy, and all they want is all the power and the glory for themselves. They seem as though they're robbing the mines. This gold mine thing is absolutely ridiculous. To me, any resources in Africa or in Zambia or wherever should belong to the people who live there, to the natives of that country. And it should be them that are reaping the benefits, not these people in power who are just stealing, basically, from their own people. And it's absolutely ridiculous. It would not happen in the UK. It would never happen in the UK. And my advice to the youth of Zambia is don't be afraid, don't be frightened. I used to be bullied years ago when I first came over to the UK, and I was so frightened I wouldn't say anything. And then one day the worm turned, just like we're doing now, the worm turned. And I stated my views to the people who had been bullying me. And they were so shocked because they weren't expecting it. They weren't expecting me to rise against them, that they completely and utterly backed down. And when I left the job that I was at, where I was getting bullied, they actually came and apologised to me, and I was not expecting it in the least. By no means. So please, you are young, rise up and work for your country. Have demonstrations, but please make them peaceful ones. No violence. Violence never got anybody anywhere. In fact, it just makes things worse. But by all means, rise up. And when it comes to that voting, make sure you get your voting papers and you vote for the right person. Listen to what the people are saying and what they'll do, but make your right choices. Don't vote for these ones that you think that are just blah, 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 and you're not going to get any further, because you'll never improve. You'll never improve. So, as I say, do what you can, work with Lily, and you will get there. And I believe there's a demonstration on the 22nd, is it?
Yeah, now I look better.
Coronavirus.
I know, we're supposed to keep a distance. I know, like, speak about that. So, this is NOLA VOUT Zambia.
NOLA VOUT Z.
And we met in a shop. We met in a shop. How did we meet?
We met in a corner shop. And how it was, I love the Zambian accent. Oh, well, I like any African accent. I like any accents. I like the Scottish accent. I like any. And I was in the corner shop buying something. I can't remember what it was. A couple of years ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or was it last year? No, it was last year.
Last year, yeah.
Last year. And I saw this African lady at the counter. She had a little child with her. And as soon as she spoke, I thought, aha, I know that accent. So, me being me, I tapped her on the shoulder. I said, excuse me. I said, where are you from? And she said, I'm from Stockton. I said, no, originally, where are you from? She said, oh, Lusaka, Zambia. I said, oh, Lusaka. I said, I'm from Chingola. And then after that, I found out that she was actually born in Chingola but hadn't lived there very long. So she really had been brought up in Lusaka. But I thought, well, what a coincidence. You know, I mean, I've been over here since I was 19. I'm now, well, I won't say, but you can, add the figures together from, I told you when I was born, 1954, yeah. So work it out. And I thought, well, how strange after all this time to actually meet somebody who was born, I think, in the same hospital that I was in Africa.
Yeah.
How fate, how things bring you together is just amazing.
Yeah.
I think. And I've been pally with her ever since. So she can't get rid of it.
Yeah, so she just surprised me. I mean, she just turned up at the door with, a gift for CHELLAH.
Yeah, I just thought I'd pop something in for CHELLAH.
And NOLA is so amazing. Like, she watches my videos on YouTube. You know, when I say YouTube changes your life, you've seen how I've grown on YouTube, like from...
I never wore glasses till I met this woman. All the videos, they've wrecked my eyes.
So if you go on my YouTube channel and you try to fight me, you're going to need more.
No way, no way. You'll be fighting me at the end, I'm telling you.
You're going to fight Nola. Nola will fight you like crazy because she doesn't allow anybody to fight.
We're like two peas in a pod. We don't give up.
Yeah, so she's been watching obviously on my YouTube videos what's been going on. You know, you also donated money towards the wedding. You know, the young guy.
Yeah, you were gonna do something on that.
The video, I just need to show you some pictures, but she donated towards Cray's wedding. If you know Cray, the guy that was bullied on social media, she donated some money towards the wedding. She's been so lovely. She buys my perfumes as well.
I'm wearing it.
Tell them about my perfume.
Perfumes are amazing.
Yeah.
Especially, what's that one?
African
honey. It's my favourite.
Yeah.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
This is my biggie buyer. The one you call biggie buyer. This one. She's always buying my perfumes, lipsticks.
Yes, lipsticks are nice.
Yeah.
I've had the bath stuff. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So buy your products. They're reasonably priced and they're very, very good. And I'm very sensitive to things, and it hasn't. They've not bothered me.
Yeah. Because
I've had no allergies, so yeah, buy your products.
Yeah.
She works hard, this woman. She does.
I work hard day.
I'm sick. When she's on a night on her live streams, I keep saying, "Are you going to go to bed?" Because I'm falling asleep watching it in bed, and it gets to about 12 o'clock, and I think, "Oh no, you're aging me, woman. I'm going to go."
So it's always good, obviously, to meet people like Nola who are very genuine. You know, she's so genuine. Like, I've never met a genuine British woman like this one. And
I told you when I met you, what you see with me is what you get.
Yeah.
And if I don't like something, I'll say it. And I don't like that hat with that thing stuck on there. So.
And then I have I shot some videos of Nola on my YouTube channel. I was just showing, you know, Nola is a bit, you know, very amazing. If you check her house, she's got everything about Zambia. Peter Shakes, if you can check NOLA VOUT, and you can post
it's a combination, really.
Yeah,
it's things of Zambia, and it's things from the 19th century.
Yeah. Tell them what your father used to do in Zambia, please.
Oh, my father.
Yeah.
He started off as a boilermaker, and because there was no ear defenders or anything in those days, he got tinnitus in his ears. Couldn't cope with the tinnitus. And he was very, very clever, my dad. He didn't have any university education or anything, because he didn't in those days. He worked his way up, like my husband's done.
Yeah.
And eventually he ended up in the training department at Nchanga Consolidated Copper Mines, and I don't know what that's called now in CCM. I think it's changed.
Nchanga.
It's Nchanga.
Chingola people, is Changa still there? Nchanga, I think.
Nchanga Copper Mine.
Copper Mines,
And he was head of training. And he was there, he retired in 1969. Sorry, what am I saying? 1979.
79, yeah.
79, and he came back to the UK,
Yeah.
but he didn't live very long.
Yeah.
He accidentally hit his thumb with a hammer, and it turned cancerous. And he only lived a few years when he came back, so he didn't get to enjoy any of his retirement or anything. But he was very kind, and he was also he also ran the Sunday school, Assemblies of God Sunday School in the Helen Wallace School, and he did that for many years, both him and my mother. They used to go to all the crusades and things like that. So they did that with the church, and then they moved to the Brethren when they couldn't get the hall anymore, and they went to the Brethren. But yeah, so he was very, very liked on the mine, was my dad, with all the Africans. Very, very liked.
And how was your lifestyle in Zambia? And you know, when you see me talk about Zambia now on my YouTube channel, you see what's going on. And how was Zambia then compared to now?
Well, I can't really judge what Zambia was like then and now, because I mean, I haven't been there for years and years. From what I can see on YouTube, the likes of Lusaka and that are a lot more developed.
Yeah.
But to its detriment, because they've developed places like Lusaka and Kitwe, the places like Chingola, Chillalabombu, the smaller places, seem to have gone backwards. They've neglected them, because I mean, I watched some of the videos, and the roads, etc., are absolutely appalling. And I think if I went back to Chingola, I think I'd break my heart, because it was always classed as the cleanest town on the copper belt, Chingola. It was absolutely beautiful. But I mean, generally speaking, things like Victoria Falls and that don't seem as though they've altered much. But you can't really change a country's natural beauty. What you can change is things like the shops and the bars, and there's a few more hotels there, I believe. And I understand there's a small game reserve just outside of Chingola. I don't know what that's all about. I understand. If you know anything about that, there's a small game reserve outside of Chingola.
I'm not sure. I'll have to ask one of the YouTubers. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the most thing I would see a change in is the deterioration of the shops and the town centres, things like that. But I think I would get quite a nice surprise regarding Lusaka, because there was never any of those malls. I think there's probably too many.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody said there's 30. I mean, what do you do? Spend a whole week going shopping? Yeah. Which is a bit strange when the population don't have the money to spend. So it must just be for all these top ministers to to go around. Oh, and I understand the kids like playing on the escalators.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of that comedian. Oh, Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah.
He has a song.
Yeah.
Escalator, escalator, we go on the escalator. Have you not seen him? And he's got these African kids going up and down. He said they spend all day. Yeah. They have the lunch and they go up down the escalator.
Okay. Because I saw the comedy that he did about that, and it went
He's
viral.
good.
And Nola, surprise them with one song that Kaunda taught us, and then you can just give them the last message about Zambia and the youths and CHELLAH TUKUTA, and just...
Tiende pamoja nditi maumo, tiende pamoja nditi maumo, tiende pamoja nditi maumo, tiende pamoja nditi maumo. And then it's la 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 tiende, pamoja tiende, pamoja tiende, pamoja nditi maumo, tiloke zambeze nditi maumo, tiloke zambeze nditi maumo, and so it goes on. But I can't remember all of it.
Thank you so much, Nola. What would you like to say, last message to the Zambians about CHELLAH TUKUTA and everything that's going on?
CHELLAH, all the best here. I hope they're treating you okay in there. I really do, because sometimes it can be a bit heavy-handed. You seem a really nice bloke, and they will get you out. They will get you out.
Yeah.
You'll get it, and I'm sure we'll...
Yeah. Well,
if they don't, Lily will be on the next plane over, smashing the jail down.
We're working so hard towards that, yeah. But a lot of youths in Zambia, like, my Facebook page, are quite discouraged with, the situation. There's no employment in Zambia.
Yeah.
Like, what would you say to them? Because then, it's not like the UK where people get, like, income support. There's no benefits there.
It's a difficult one. It's just a shame you can't, if you have small holdings, if any of you have small holdings, even a back garden, I would say start growing things. Start growing things, agriculture. We in the UK will pay, I don't know how much this is going to be, about £2 for a pawpaw that's about that size.
Yeah. £2 is like...
We used to grow them that size.
Yeah.
Things like, you call them grenadilla over there, we call them passion fruit over here. 3 passion fruit a pound. Now, Lily, you'll have to convert that to kwacha.
A pound is, at the moment, a pound is about 22 kwacha, though it's 21 something, but let's just say 22 kwacha.
Well, that's for 3 passion fruit. So things like that, if you start growing and try and get into it, and watch a bit of Wodemaya, because he's been on about this, he's a big YouTuber, most of you have probably heard of him, Ghanaian, and he's trying to push for Africa as well.
Yes,
and he says the same. Your future really lies, I think, in agriculture. In agriculture. And if you can claim some of the mines back.
Yeah.
Before there's nothing left. But I'll be honest, I don't trust fully the police over there either. You never could.
Yeah.
They were corrupt. They were corrupt.
Yeah.
I think they were paid by the government. So most African countries have corruption, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I don't know why. Because Africans in general have always been kept down. And they've always been a bit submissive.
Yeah.
And they won't stand up for themselves. They think, this is it, I've got to be down here. You shouldn't be down here.
Yeah.
You should be up there. You need to gain some sort of self-esteem.
Yes.
And you need to push and push and push. Nothing comes from sitting on your backside and moaning. You have got to push for it. I mean, look at Lily, the way what she's done. I mean, really, I mean, you're getting to be an entrepreneur. I mean, you know, I'll be coming in and bowing. Sure. but I mean, it just shows if one person like Lily can do what she's done on here, the rest of you can. The rest of you can. I mean, I know you probably haven't got the same internet connection as we've got here, but I'm sure you could do something if you all get together and talk as a unit. Talking is one of the greatest things. Might probably be telling me to shut up.
So thank you so much, Nola Wapa. How do you say?
Nola Wapa Z.
Nola Wapa Z.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Yellow Wapa Z.
I'm Yellow Wapa Z.
Thank you so much. Nola
My pleasure.
has really surprised me. Honestly, I wasn't expecting this envelope for Chellah. You are amazing.
No problem. I wish I could do a bit more, but I'm not exactly loaded myself. I'm on a pension.
No, it's fine. Thank you so much. So say bye-bye to my audience.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Love you. Bye.
Bye. I will take over now. Bye.
Yeah, she wants rid of me.
Hi, everyone. I wasn't really planning. You're going now?
How did you finish? Oh, you are forever now? Oh,
You come back.
I'll tickle off then. Anyway, that's all I wanted to give you.
How
do you get out of here?
this. No, hold on. Just sit. Take care. Okay, bye. Hi, everyone. We didn't plan that. She just came to the door and surprised me with an envelope. So like, come on, this is for Chellah. This woman is just amazing. When I say YouTube has changed my life, people think I just talk. And the whole scenario was unplanned. We didn't plan it. Are you okay? I'll give you your money. I'm coming. The whole scenario was unplanned. We didn't plan anything. You know. Yeah, I'll go and give it. Hold this. I'm coming. We didn't plan anything, you know, and that's how God works. You know, she just turned up, said, oh, Lily, I brought something for Chellah. You need to get him out. I was still in my gown. You heard her when we started the first video. But you know, when I talk about YouTube and how YouTube has changed my life, I just don't talk because I want you to listen to words of wisdom or words of encouragement. I'm a motivational speaker. It's practical things. This woman can buy perfumes for me. I'm talking about £200. You know, not only her, so many people, they'll buy perfumes from me, buy products from me, and she sees how I'm always hardworking, you know. And this is somebody who lived in Zambia, and she's telling you should farm, because products here are very expensive. Just avocado, kotapela, £1. If you see the soap like this, I think one day I'll do a video where I'll be showing you the products. Say this one is £1. We are so blessed in Africa. And one thing, let me close the door. The washing machine is making noise. And one thing I've always talked about is agriculture. Go into agriculture. Agriculture is good. You will make money. Let's put money together. And that's why we know when we talk about Speak Up Zambia, the reason why we've started that is not just to entertain you, to say, oh, we are talking Speak Up Zambia, hey. And I remember some people were commenting, say, oh, you are doing this, talking from the diaspora. You don't even know what we are going through here in Zambia. But they don't know that we have businesses in Zambia. We have projects in Zambia. That's why we talk about certain things, because we want you to feel you know, like it's possible for you to make it. Like you heard her say, we didn't plan. She just turned up at the door. And she was telling her how she works so hard. She's a single mom, because she sees how I grind. And she's telling you, you can do it as well. Because if Lily can do it, and she sees that I use a mobile phone. I use my mobile phone. I don't have an expensive camera, but I'm here vlogging, talking about this thing. So a quick update, you know that we have raised over £500, less than 24 hours. How? YouTube subscribers. Most people that have made friendships, whether they are Zambians who live in Ireland, Canada, Australia, they met me through YouTube. That's how they've met me, and I'm so grateful to each and every one of you who's come on board to contribute. Even people in Zambia have contributed via MTN money and Airtel money, plus Western Union and World Remit. So that's a combined figure of the amount of money, so that you see that this is the money that has been contributed. And then obviously once we hear that Chellah, they need so much bill, the money is ready. You know, I didn't even start. It was my subscribers who said, how can we help CHELLAH? How can we help? I was like, okay, you can start contributing to my PayPal. And then obviously because there's money in Zambia there, so we can easily say, okay, since we've made 500, collect this money from this account in Zambia and we clear this. That's the whole idea. What am I trying to say? We are in this together as a team. If somebody can wake up from her room, her bedroom, and just say, I'm going to give this money to CHELLAH, then you know that a lot of people are touched through videos that we share on YouTube. Don't think what we do that people don't see. No, just give. I'm the one who gave her to hold. Yeah, I'm the one who gave her. Yeah, just give her. I'm the one who gave her to hold it for me. Yeah, because I wanted her to keep quiet. So, just hold it for me, Ellery, I'm coming. So, like, you know, we have done this together. It's not about me. It's about everybody. It's about you and me as a team making it. I didn't plan to come on live, but we are doing this together as a team, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you, be it words of encouragement. You know, I know that some of you are going through tough times, but believe you me, our plan is to even get big land where we say, okay, youths, yeah, you have 100 hectares. I have 100 hectares in Solwezi. It's there seated. Why not use that 100 hectares to say, youths, let's start farming tomatoes here. Let's put soya beans. Let's put this. That is the vision that I have for my Zambian people. It's not about me. It's about we. Because if you make it, I'm happier. I feel better. You know, there's a girl from Zimbabwe. She's not even my family. When I got a scholarship, because I went to the University of Winchester on a full scholarship, I was the first woman in the UK to be granted that scholarship, actually. Let me just say first immigrant under the Helena Kennedy Foundation. So when they gave me that scholarship, I looked at who can I give this, you know, scholarship recommendation. I never knew this girl from a Zimbabwean girl. And when she graduated, she said, Lily, what you did for me, nobody will ever, no family member has ever thought of helping me like this. Now imagine, this is a Zimbabwean, I've helped her this way. What about my Zambian people? Yesterday, somebody else from Zambia commented and said, because of you, my daughter is in America. Because of you, my sister is in Australia. We've just always been in the background. You can't wake up today and say, you are kind. It's inborn. It's your nature. So this is what we are doing. We want to help our brother out. We're not here to condemn anybody. We, as the youth of Zambia, we have reason. You know, yesterday I was even surprised that Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, that I've been trying to contact to have an interview here, has observed and noticed, because they watched my video, I think yesterday or something like that, when I was talking about Doroselia and what's going on. Some people disappointed me. Actually, let me say this. I was disappointed with a message I saw on a WhatsApp group. Some people were celebrating, like, let him stay there. And I said, if you can talk about him like this, and you know I'm a YouTuber, you know that I talk about things that are happening in Zambia, you will be the same person to celebrate that I'm there as well if something like that happened to me. Because you say, oh, she never listened, she thought we were down. Let me close this door. This washing machine is noisy. You will be there as well. Sorry about that. Like I said, the whole live stream was not planned. I wasn't planning to come live. It's just Nola came to visit. So you will be there as well celebrating. When I read the messages, I was shocked. I won't mention what type of WhatsApp group it is, but they were literally, somebody made a comment like, oh, when he was talking, so he didn't know that he would be in this mess. Somebody else said, oh, he looks like he's well off. After all, he stood on a Range Rover, so he has money. I was, Mutima Kubaba, for those of you who know where I'm coming from with CHELLAH, me and CHELLAH, we never used to get along. But we are now, when we started the youth movement, because I've been talking on YouTube and then I realized it's also started, we said, look, we are one. Let's do this together. And this is not the time for me to start saying, hey, CHELLAH, I expect, no. Because this is what the government is expecting. They're expecting you and me to point fingers. You and me to fight him. You and me to say, you see, you shouldn't have done this. No. but it is us to show our solidarity, that we can do this together as a team. It's not about me. If a Muzungu can leave our house to say, this is for Chella, she's thinking about somebody who's in Africa. She can use that money to buy herself fruits and champagne and enjoy her life. But this is somebody who said, look, because of the influence and what I've seen on YouTube, somebody has just sent me a message that Chella has been released on police bond. We thank God that he has been released. Amen. But that money is still being kept for him, because obviously you need lawyer fees. You need all those monies. That's why we're keeping that money. We don't want, when they say so much, you start looking. The money is ready. The Americans also, they are doing their own. On my YouTube channel, my subscribers, over 500 pounds. Guys, it's not a joke, for somebody to raise that much money. Those of you who need support, you're saying, oh, what about me, Auntie Lily? I need 100 kwacha, I need 50 kwacha. Relax, Boko. Your time will come soon. We are working on those projects one step at a time. We'll make sure, like she said, get off your backside. You want money? I'll take you to my farm. It's 100 hectares. Go and work there. I give you a plot here. This is free land. Collect. Here are seeds, water, bucket, start farming. Oh yeah, here are your customers. That's the way to empower you, not to give you money. If I give you money, you'll be relaxed. You think it's easy. In Chellah's case, it was an emergency because, he needs help. He needs our support. He didn't ask for it. We just rose as Zambian youth and we said we're going to help Chellah Tukuta. And I also want to give a big shout out to Peter Shakes. He's watching me now. Peter Shakes, drop your link. Peter Shakes did a video. I didn't ask him. He was just saying how lilymutamztv has started, raising money for Chellah Tukuta using her YouTube channel. Any means necessary to support my YouTube, my Zambians through YouTube, I am available to help. 67,800 subscribers. It's not a joke. If one of each, subscriber says I will donate $1 one day, we don't know we don't know. But once the subscribers, they trust you, they can see that you were able to do this for this one, you're able to do this for this one, and we say we have a project to donate, they will support. We are talking about people who have a lot of money. I have diplomats on my YouTube channel that watch, people from different walks of life. The ones that people scam to say we are having this event, help us with 50,000. Those are the type of people who are willing to, they don't know where to take their money. Some of them, they're even planning to invest in Zambia. That's why they are following YouTube channels that talk about Africa. And that's why somebody was saying, oh, you were in Zambia, but you didn't talk about these things. When I was in Zambia, my target was to promote Zambia to the outside world. So I showed the peaceful side of Zambia, the beautiful houses of Zambia. All the gassing things started only in January. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was not planned. I didn't plan it. But I'm glad that you met NOLA. That woman, she's heaven sent. Imagine I met her at the shop. I was doing my own thing, minding my own business. And she just asked me, she was so kind, how are you? Where are you from? I was like, oh, I'm from Zambia. Get out of here, get out. Like the way Simon went on talk. I was like, yeah, I'm from Chingola. She was born in Chingola, by the way. She was born in Zambia. She was born in Zambia. And because of this social distancing, we haven't really been, meeting. But I'm allowed one visit. I just told her, please, no. Since the other live stream cut off, I was like, please, come and just say hi to them on my chair where I normally do my videos. And she did it. She's like a big sister to me. She's got a dog. And she says until that dog maybe dies, or maybe she has somebody who can really look after that dog, that's when she'll come to Zambia. She wants to really come to Zambia with me. If you see her in Zambia, I'll bring her to Zambia. So thank you so much for tuning in. And obviously you've learned a little bit of history about Zambia. The videos are also on my YouTube channel, NOLA VOUT. I'll try and post the links on this same live stream so that you can see how I interviewed her in her house. It was so nice. She showed me crafts of Zambia, which she has kept for many years. They are in her house. She just lives over there. So that's a God we serve. God connected to people. It doesn't matter your position. And that's what, I realized when I met NOLA. I was like, how can God move me to this town where there's no Zambian that I know? At the time I moved here, I didn't know any Zambian. And then obviously I met my neighbor. My first neighbor was a Zambian woman, Mutinta, amazing. Mutinta Kalulu and her husband. They're so nice. And then I moved to where I was staying. I didn't know anybody. And then I just meet somebody who tells me the history of Zambia, has a room full of crafts about Zambia. It can only be God. And then I received, through that video, I received a call from a man called Mr. Lushinga, who runs a company called Guinea Savannah. They sell African crafts. They even sponsored part of my trip to Zambia when I was in Zambia. They gave me some t-shirts, some lovely little bits. That's how YouTube opens doors for you. Don't limit yourself. Even now that we're talking about, yes, our government, YouTube can change your life. You'll be amazed. You know, people are sending me money from all over the world. People I don't even know, because they've seen CHELLAH TUKUTA is, you know, in custody and everything. So that's what I wanted to say to you guys, and we thank God that CHELLAH is out from what somebody's sending now. We'll wait for him to make a statement, or for whoever that has been with him to make a statement. But we have a WhatsApp group that is, you know, facilitating funds from those who are living in America. And me too, I'm using my YouTube channel as well to collect money from all my subscribers. It's a girl, lilymutamztv, also known as Bella Wapa Z, Umwana Kashi Wapa Zambia. Take care, guys.